On this episode of the World's Strictest Parents,
In Jesus' name, amen.
meet the Bouldins,
Don't cross me, son.
a hard-working North Carolina family
Get your tail upstairs. I'm not gonna be Mr. Nice Guy.
who believe that tough love is a biblical principle.
Look at me.
For the next week, they'll take in two troublesome teens. But will a week of strict rules
Honestly, what is the deal? You lie again and again.
and harsh consequences
I'm gonna rock your world.
Oh.
Ow, it has thorns.
get these teens to see the light?
Dude, what are you thinking?
I smoke and I'm just gonna continue.
I'm Mackenzie, I'm 15, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska.
Mackenzie's got an attitude, a very bad attitude problem.
Mackenzie is very hot-headed and angry and sometimes uncontrollable.
When Mackenzie was younger, we had a great relationship. Now she can explode at the drop of a hat. I don't know why.
It's just a fight, continuous fight. Why are you so mad at me?
Because you're annoying me. You just keep talking. It's annoying.
I have lost control. I don't know what to do anymore.
I do what I want, and I usually get away with it.
Mackenzie, what are you doing?
I see my parents as like pushovers.
I just saw you smoking. Where are your cigarettes?
I don't have any. My parents don't know about me going to parties, drinking, and smoking.
My biggest fear is that she will run away.
I just really don't care what anybody else thinks because I should be able to live my own life.
I'm Ian Kreifels, I'm 15 years old, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska. Shove a couple pillows under the blankets, make it look like I'm in here. I don't follow the rules at home because I'd rather do like my own thing. I usually sneak out like 4 or 5 times a week. That's what's up.
How's that room coming?
I haven't like cleaned it at all.
I'm tired of saying, do your chores, do your chores.
How about you clean up the dishes that I asked you to clean up? It's
That's
food.
disgusting. Like, those aren't even my plates or anything, so I'm not gonna do that. My dad is always like on my ass about stuff.
Did you get your homework done?
No, I haven't done that yet.
He's just really not concerned about school, just really doesn't see the point.
Graduating high school, like it's really not that big of a deal to me.
It seemed to all happen when he started getting more interested in guitar.
Music is probably the most important thing in my life. I want to record music and just work with it any way I can.
I went through your email and I read some stuff about pills, so what are you talking about?
It's just like a mild painkiller. I use drugs as like just kind of an escape to get away from everything. I'm being like smart about what I do though.
You're drinking alcohol, you're smoking pot, and you're popping pain pills. I don't seem to know how to give him that nudge back in the direction he needs to go.
Bye.
I'm really hoping that she learns from this and learns how to respect others.
My advice for the new family is that you better watch out because you can't control me.
I know it's a good thing, but it's hard to see him go.
When it comes to smoking, it's gonna happen, and that family can just deal with it.
My name is Angie Bouldin, and my husband is Blake, and we have 4 kids. Brianna is 18, Bryson is 16, Brett is 15, and Brad is 10. And we live in Indian Trail, North Carolina. The Bouldin family is a very tight-knit family. We all get along really well together.
I'm gonna bless you guys and then we're gonna go to school. May the Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you strength.
My husband Blake is a pastor of a church.
In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
The idea of tough love is something that I think is biblical. I'm not joking.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
Look at me. I'm passionate, I'm aggressive, and I just want to get there and make sure that my kids know that I mean business. Okay, well, get on your homework. When I ask you to do something, do it. Boundaries are important for us. We have curfews, we have bedtimes.
When Dad says come up and do your homework, Don't come up and start texting. Don't cross me, son.
Yes, ma'am.
We believe that the body is the temple of the Holy Spirit. There's definitely no drinking, no smoking.
You will have consequences if you've missed reading. Honestly, I don't have any reservations about instilling discipline on these teens. Do you want to do extra work? Then don't have an attitude.
When my dad gets mad, it's pretty bad. I don't try to get my dad mad much.
Get your tail upstairs and wait for me there because I'm coming.
Hey.
Hey,
I'm Mackenzie.
I'm Ian.
My first impressions of Ian was that he was cool.
I was really looking forward to have somebody else on this trip like that I could smoke with, relate to. And if they try to like take our cigarettes, we need to like back each other up, seriously.
I'm hiding mine in my bra, but you can't really do that because you're a male. I've seen 2 churches so far. Like, what if they live in a basement of a church and they're like making you do all this stuff?
Oh, if they were like really religious? Oh my God.
I pray, Lord, that we'd be good examples for them and that we would help them along the path.
Hi.
Hey.
How you doing?
Hey, I'm Blake.
I'm Ian.
Hi.
Nice to meet
Ian.
you.
Yeah.
Great.
When we first met the dad, he was like staring us down and like really analyzing us. It was really like freaking me out.
I noticed Ian had a hat on, and I noticed that his hair was unkempt. I knew right away that he would be a challenge for me.
That's all you brought?
Yeah.
In your guitar case. Ian, you're right here, buddy. Mackenzie, you're straight there to the right.
We like got unpacked in our rooms, got settled. I took the drawer out and put my cigs in there and my matches. Then I took a couple out and put them in the closet just in case they find those. I have some like backups. I can't survive without those.
We're gonna just sit here in the dining room.
You want to know what I do for a living? I'm a minister.
Oh.
We just want you to know that's where we come from.
Yeah. One of the things that we value is respect of one another. I really don't like to be cussed at. If you have a tendency to do that, that's one of those things that'll make me pop my top.
We try to instill in our kids to treat others like you want to be treated. Ian, are you listening to me?
Yeah.
You seem like you're phasing out. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Because one of the things I like is eye contact.
Okay.
Let me ask you guys a question. Do either one of you smoke?
No.
Yeah, okay.
We both straight up lied to him. I'm not just gonna like tell him I smoke and give him my cigarettes, you know? That's just dumb.
I was like, I have to lie. I don't want my cigarettes gone.
We're not gonna check your bags. I'm gonna trust that you guys are telling me the truth. If I find out any differently, then I will check your bags.
I sort of was skeptical that maybe they weren't being completely honest, but innocent until proven guilty. All right.
All right.
Later that night, I was like, I need a cigarette. We need to like try and find a way to sneak out.
What's up, Ian?
Not much.
He'd like to go on a walk with Mackenzie by himself.
Like
and
just
that's
to,
cool.
just to like
She's
talk
up,
with her and
she's
stuff.
up for it. Ian and Mackenzie wanted to go for a walk. And I was cool with it. Why wouldn't I be? Just don't be going a real long time, all right?
Like 10 minutes max.
Yeah, that's fine.
I have no cigarettes on me right now.
I have one.
Oh my God, you Nazis. I was excited to smoke that cigarette. Like, I was craving them. Thank you.
Mom gave them 10 minutes, and if they're not back, then I'll go find them.
We need to think of plans for like smoke breaks.
Yeah, dude.
You want to go take a look?
I'll
See
give them
if
a
they're
couple,
on their way
about 4
back.
more minutes.
It could be bad for the teens if they disrespect my parents because they would be liable to face my dad blowing up in their face.
When Ian and Mackenzie got back, one of the first things that I noticed was the smell. He smelled like a cigarette. You smoke.
How do you know I smoke?
You smell like a cigarette.
Yeah, deal
Yeah.
with it. Like I smoke and I'm just gonna continue to smoke. Like you can't change that.
But while you're here, you can't.
Are you a smoker too, Mackenzie?
Yeah, I am.
I'm just wondering if you still have some cigarettes that you need to turn over.
No.
You don't have any cigarettes on you whatsoever? None. Okay.
He totally bought it. And I was like, seriously? This guy's a dumbass.
How about you, Mackenzie? You've got them in your stuff.
No, I didn't bring any.
That's good.
I continued to lie about having cigarettes because I didn't want to have my cigarettes taken away.
we're ready to call it a night. Tomorrow, I'm gonna search their rooms because it's clear to me that they're not telling the truth.
Coming up,
If you get past the end of the street, I'm gonna rock your world.
the teens go head-to-head with the Bouldins.
What did you say?
I said, are you kidding
That's
me?
what I thought you said.
Yeah.
A couple things happened last night that we really don't want to happen again. Today, we're gonna search your stuff, and I wanna make sure that you don't have any cigarettes. If you do, then, there's gonna be consequences for it.
I was kind of nervous that he was gonna find my cigarettes.
I've got to go to a meeting this morning, and I'm gonna be back about 2 hours. Angie's gonna be here, and she's gonna be directing you guys. And when we come home, I'm gonna look at your stuff.
Me and Mackenzie were definitely stoked that Blake was about to leave because it's good to have one less parent in the house.
I wanted a cigarette so bad.
Do you want to?
I turned my back for half a second, and next thing you know, they were gone. I was really surprised to go upstairs and find them up in their rooms. Ian,
Yeah?
can I come in?
Yeah.
You didn't stick something in your back pocket, did you? Hold your shirt up if you would and turn around. Now turn around. Turn around all the way. Oh, wow. Give them to me.
I kind of need these.
Actually, you won't need them this week.
Those are my cigarettes, I paid for those, I need those. That's just kind of up. Are you kidding me?
What did you say?
I said, are you kidding
That's
me?
what I thought you said.
Yeah, that's what I said.
When I heard the profanity coming out of Ian's mouth, I was just like, okay, that's it. You've really crossed the line now. And before I could turn around, Ian and Mackenzie started heading out the door. I tell you what, if you get past the end of the street and keep walking, I'm gonna rock your world. I've got so much stuff that needs to be done around my house. So you can keep walking, or you can turn around and go back.
I just needed a cigarette, so I was gonna keep walking no matter what.
I decided to stay back because I didn't want to get more in trouble.
I thought at some point he's gonna realize, I'm gonna have to go back.
It's ridiculous.
While Ian was gone, Mackenzie started to help with the chore that we had chosen for the day, which was to spread mulch.
I've never done any yard work, and it was really stupid. I don't like touching, dirt.
Feel better?
Yeah, I needed some time to myself.
Smell like smoke. You stashing some of their cigarettes in here somewhere?
You're not taking my cigarettes.
Oh, yes, I am, and I will find all of them. Every last one. Ian is disrespectful and rebellious. That's just something that I just don't tolerate. I'm gonna give her a break, but I need you to do the backyard. All of that needs to go in the back, okay?
All of it?
All of it.
Oh my God. It was just terrible. It was like the worst thing ever. I was sweating.
Had he been somewhat obedient, he could have stopped at the point that Mackenzie stopped, but he had to go beyond what was expected.
When I drove up from being at my meeting, I was confronted by my wife. What's going on? And I could just tell by the look in her eye that something had gone on.
She found my cigarettes.
And then he got mad at me and started using some foul language.
Let me hear from you what you said to my wife.
I said, this is ridiculous. That's what I said.
I cannot tell you how upset I was. I was livid. Do not speak to me or my wife or anybody in this house in that manner again. Are we clear?
Yeah.
I'm dead serious.
Yeah. I was really scared how mad Blake was getting because I didn't know what was in store for me.
And they both took off down the street. She stopped, but he walked and walked and walked for...
As far as the trust issue, dude, what are you thinking? I don't know. I'm gonna have to go inside for a minute and just cool down because I'm pissed. They still needed to have their room searched because apparently they still had more cigarettes. I've been way too gullible, and that's gonna stop.
I didn't think that Blake was gonna find my cigarettes because I hid him pretty well.
Oh, dude. Unbelievable.
Blake found cigarettes in Ian's room and a pack of cigarettes in Mackenzie's room. They have broken my trust and defied me.
I'm just ticked. I'm boiling.
Coming up,
If you lie one time, then you're gonna have to lie again.
the teens get busted.
I went up to make sure that you guys were finally being honest with me. And guess what?
But will they pay for their deception?
Do they need gloves?
I'm not giving them gloves.
Ow, it has thorns out.
I want to talk to you guys this morning about what I talked about last night. You've heard of Aristotle before. Read it to everybody sitting at the table. Read it loud.
The least deviation from truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold.
What does it mean? Let me tell you what it means. If you lie one time, then you're gonna have to lie again, and then again, and then again, in order to cover up the first lie. Now, I went up in your room just to make sure that you guys were finally being honest with me. Look what I found.
When Blake pulled out the cigarettes, I was really scared. I was like, oh crap, what am I supposed to do now?
Honestly, what is the deal? Why would you hide these from me at this point?
Because I was scared.
Scared about what?
They gonna yell at me?
Have I yelled since you've been here? Really? I mean, have I lost my mind and yelled? I could have come downstairs and slapped my hands on the table and said, you lied again, and now I'm gonna break bad on you. But that isn't the approach that's gonna work with these kids. They need to be taught. Let's go. Here's your task for right now. I want you to take this stuff right here, put it in these wheelbarrows, and you're gonna load the back of my bed up. Y'all get busy and take care of it, all right? There's no getting away with it. I wanna teach them a lesson, but I also wanna enforce the pain of the punishment.
Do they need gloves?
I'm not giving them gloves.
Oh, damn.
Ow, it has thorns out.
Can we get like some gloves or something? It was just like the job I've ever done. It was just a lot of hard work and it took hours.
Annoying.
I found some gloves that match your shirt. I thought you'd really like that. They worked diligently, they were serious, and I appreciated it. I really did.
This is a big one. We're almost done.
Dude, we're so close.
Dude, I know, we're like this close.
Let me just ask you this. Would you have preferred not to have had to do it?
Yeah.
You know, the bottom line is that you didn't have to do it.
I'd rather be honest, so.
That'll work. See? All done. Awesome. Thanks. I thought it was critical that while we had Ian and Mackenzie with us, that we demonstrate to them what we live for, which is serving others.
This is Ian.
Hey, Ian.
And this is Mackenzie.
Hi.
Thanks for coming. We need your help.
With Love from Jesus is a nonprofit organization run by a lady who has been through some rough times in her life. She's seen what it's like to have nothing and has learned from that experience to the point where she wants to give back. You guys have fun.
Take care. See you.
All right, we'll see you later.
Bye, guys. We fully trusted that Joy and some of her helpers would be able to have a huge impact on them.
Ian, I think you're gonna love working with James. Let's go get busy.
Come on, Slick. I come down here every day and volunteer some time whenever I ain't out somewhere working. I try to get something back because some years ago I got in trouble real bad, you know.
What happened?
Went to prison.
James told me about his past a little bit, and it just kind of made me think. I've smoked weed before,
right?
Drank, experimented with a couple of pills. I'm sure a lot of it's just kind of like an escape to get away from like my personal life and stuff. It just kind of sucks with like my dad and stuff, like not a close family or anything.
Yep, I can see how that could be hard on you there, Ian. I can see that. No amount of drugs or alcohol you can do is gonna help you to be able enough to overcome that. Because, you know, you got a problem there, and believe me, the next day when you wake up, that problem's still gonna be there. I think what your parents are trying to get through, they don't want you to have to come to prison. They don't want you to have to end up being in a situation, man.
Yeah, and learn the lesson like the hard way, you know?
Yeah, a lot of us, you know, we're not fortunate enough to have a father figure all the time in the home, you know?
Yeah.
We need to get all the trash boxes of cardboard. We need to break them down flat and then we're gonna take them all over to the dumpster. You know what you call what you're doing right now?
No.
Teamwork. If you carry your load and I carry mine, then we get depleted a lot quicker. Yeah. There you go. Now, what do you do at home? Do you have a part-time job?
No.
You don't do chores?
My parents don't make me.
Would you do them if they said, could you take out the trash? Could you do the dishes? Would you do it?
No.
That's what I knew would happen. We'll let James and Ian climb, maybe. Yay! Look at you. You saved the day and didn't have to jump in.
It made me feel good about myself when I was helping out and be part of a team.
So that was good. Okay.
When I returned, I was hoping to hear that the kids did the things that they needed to do. What's he helped you do?
All the pallets, pick the trash up. He been at it. We've been at it.
Has he?
Yeah.
Hey, you're back.
Hey, Joy.
Mackenzie, she's taken a trash barrel to dump it into the dumpster, and it went inside. So she leaned over and she got it out by the wheels, never complained.
I felt that we had made serious progress today.
But I'm telling you, what you did today is key to making it in your home. If you want your home to be a happy place, you have a role to play in that.
I just learned to work harder and just help out others that are in need.
I felt accomplished when I got everything done. Thanks for letting us come here.
I enjoyed it, I promise.
Coming up, a confession for Angie
I played around with some illegal drugs.
and a shock for Ian.
You're also making choices that may destroy your life or end it.
I have a friend who has her own pottery studio. Do you want to do a plate or do you want to do a mug?
I want to do a mug.
Okay. And I thought that might be a fun opportunity for us to get away and just have a chance to talk. When I was in high school, I did about as many bad things as a teenager could do.
Like what?
I smoked cigarettes. I played around with some other illegal drugs that were just stupid, and I skipped school a lot. I just thought it was important to let Mackenzie know who I was. I just wanted her to know the truth, which was I went through a lot of the same things you've gone through, and lucky for me, it was a short-lived, rebellious time in my life. Because if I had continued on that path, I could have gotten in a lot of trouble or could have even gotten killed.
When Angie told me how she was not always the good kid when she was my age, I felt kind of like relieved that she didn't think that I was like a bad person for doing what I do. I felt like I was more on a level with her.
I didn't talk to my mom a whole lot either. She used to say all the time, "You never tell me anything." But I've learned from my daughter that open communication is so important between a mother and a daughter. It really is. Your family's always going to be there, and they're the ones that you really need to be forming the good relationships with. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Have you been able to see a little bit from our family how families can get along?
Yeah. You guys are like together most of the time, and I want that at my house.
So rather than sitting back and expecting everything to get better, maybe you're the one that needs to make the change. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I consider Angie being like a role model. Like, she seems like she could be another mom to me.
So who are you making that cup for?
I'm making this cup for my mom.
That'll be awesome.
I had fun doing the pottery. I never really do anything just with my mom, so maybe I can get my mom to do some pottery. Thank you for taking me.
You're welcome. I think we've finally gotten through the hard stuff, and now it's more about building the relationships. It's been a good day.
I was outside sweeping the porch, and then Blake came out.
Moving pretty good. Hey, come have a seat right here real quick.
And he had a letter that was from my parents back home.
I'll be back out in a few minutes, and we'll just sit and talk. All right? I had no idea what the letter said, but I was hoping that Ian would be really receptive to listening to what his dad had to say to him.
Ian, your teenage years are largely about leaving behind the boy you used to be and discovering the man that you will be. The choices you're making today will open doors of opportunity or close them. Your grades are horrible, If you don't change them, you'll end up in a dead-end job working twice as hard as the next guy and getting half as much from it. We don't want to see you struggle just to make ends meet. You have unlimited potential and make the world a better place just by being a part of it. But you're also making choices that may destroy your life or end it. You said that you're messing with alcohol and drugs, and that scares the hell out of us. We love you very much and wish that you could look into the mirror and see the person that we see. Let it sink into that huge heart of yours and know that we love you, Mom and Dad.
What's up?
I read the letter.
How do you feel, honestly?
It's kind of shocking, actually. Like, I just had no clue that they were so worried, you know?
It's not uncommon for guys and their dads at times to be at odds. But I have a son, I have 3 of them, and I'm willing to give my life for all of them. And I just feel like your dad would be that way too. And I know that you guys have had some difficult moments, but I'm hoping that this will be a catalyst for change.
Yeah, there's just a lot of things that we really need to talk about, you know? Like, we've just really, like, split apart, and we just really need to help each other out a lot more.
Yeah, but I really feel like you've made a whole lot of progress, Ian.
I do too.
And I can't wait to see the progress you can help your family make. I cannot wait, man, to see you and your dad. It's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, I only met him like 5 days ago, you know? Like, I barely know this guy, and like, I really regret disrespecting him. Blake is just like the definition of a good father.
Coming up, a surprise for Ian.
You ever talk to anybody famous?
Not really, no.
And will hard truths from home
I don't want to hear it.
knock Mackenzie off track?
Don't want to hear any of it.
Ian's physical demeanor has changed dramatically. He's listening, he's paying attention. That wall, that defensiveness has gone away. I think we've made a lot of progress. And so I thought it would be really neat if you and I took a trip to a place that I think you're gonna like. One of the things that we have said all along is that if you want to have privileges, you got to follow the rules and do what we ask you to do. Ian was interested in music. Angie was bright enough to say, you know what, I bet we can get him into a radio station. She's got a good friend that has some connections. And so she made the calls.
So, you guys ready for the little tour?
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Stoked.
I think that it was important to take Ian to the station and allow him to experience what DJs do and what radio stations do.
This is Ryan. He's on
Ian.
from 7 to
Ian,
midnight.
nice to meet you, buddy. You ever talk to anybody famous?
Not really, no.
There's a guy, he's a country artist. His name is Luke Bryan. He's gonna call us. We'll show you how to do an interview. 96.9 The Cat. Hey, it's Ryan Doki, and Luke Bryan is on the phone. We've got Ian in the studio. He's hanging out with us a little bit. What did you want to ask Luke?
How's it like being like on the road, like touring and just seeing new places and traveling around?
It's a lot of hard work, but it's also well worth it when you have a bunch of fans at a bar singing your songs back to you. It's pretty cool stuff.
Blake, do you have any questions?
Yeah, hey, talk about what it takes to get to where you are. I think that kids have the impression that you just automatically made it.
Tons and tons of hard work and writing a lot of songs, and hopefully, you know, you record a couple of hits.
Luke was telling me recording and touring is really difficult, and he basically just told me it's a long, like, really hard road to go down.
All right, man. Well, we'll let you run. I want to thank Ian and Blake for being here, and Luke, thanks for calling, brother. I appreciate it.
That was really cool, actually, just hearing it from him, you know? Like, I've always thought it'd be cool to, like, work on radio or recording music, anything like that. It'd just be really sweet.
Dude, it's the greatest job on the planet. I'll be going 10 years in February, and I'm only 27. So I started in high school, right where you're at now. And just step by step, you move up and establish relationships with people. You know, if you ever need to ask a question or talk, man, give me a shout.
Awesome.
Good things don't come just because of luck or by happenstance, and I hope that we can instill that in them. I think that what we've done over the past couple of days has been significant because I think that it sort of helped rearrange some of your priorities and get you back on track. This is an opportunity for you to have a new beginning.
I think it was really cool that Blake took me here, and it was just like really good advice. Like, you really have to work for everything you do. I've just really learned a lot from like this whole experience.
I think at this point, Mackenzie is on her way. I think that she has had a lot of time to think about what's going on in her life. You doing okay? Well, I have something that I want to share with you. It's a letter from your parents, and you can either read it with me here, or if you want to have some time to yourself, then I can go inside and let you have some time to read it on your own.
I want some time to myself.
You want some time to yourself? Okay, sure.
Okay. I was nervous to read what my parents had to say because my parents, they didn't have like really good things to say when I left. Dear Mackenzie, I hope that everything is going all right. However, I really have some worries and concerns for your future. You cannot continue this path of self-destruction. I want us to get along better. I can't. You can have it back.
I heard the front door, so I started looking for her. Mackenzie realized that she had gone upstairs. Hey, you didn't finish reading it? Why?
Because I don't want to read it.
Was it too painful? Do you want me to read it for you?
I don't want to read it at all. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear any of it.
This is part of the problem. When I saw Mackenzie crying, I really just had compassion for her. The letter was just really tearing her up inside.
Go ahead and read it. I don't care.
Mackenzie, you're a very bright person and you have so much potential. I love you with all of my heart, and I want the very best for you. All I'm asking for is to have my sweet Mackenzie back. Love, Dad. You know, parents love their kids so much. You know, it's not about us having authority over you. It's about us really caring for you and wanting the best for you. Right now, she doesn't want to have to think about caring for anybody else, but the reality is she's going to have to wake up.
I don't think I would have been strong enough to read it by myself.
Tell me what you're going to do when you get back home. What kind of changes are you going to make?
Listen to my parents. Respect them.
Okay. What about your language?
I try to work on my language, yeah.
There's a really good spirit in you.
Coming up, the teens' parents arrive. And the Bouldins get down to business.
Telling him, don't smoke. Why smoke? That's me being a hypocrite.
Ian learned a lot while he was here. Proud of you.
Thanks. I really learned like all about respect from this house and how to treat each other and how to contribute.
Is this something you do at home? I think that Ian and Mackenzie definitely acclimated to our house. I'm not seeing the attitudes, I'm not seeing the back talk.
I've learned respect, responsibility, teamwork. I've actually became like friends with every single one of the kids.
Mackenzie's just bright-eyed and feeling good about herself. She's opened up like a flower blooms in the summer.
Hey, Ian.
Yeah.
Your dad's gonna be here, I'd say, in 10 or 15 minutes. You've now gotten to the point where we think you're ready to go home and do some things that are gonna be helpful to your parents. What we'd like you to do is to go upstairs before your dad comes and just reflect on what you'd like to say to him.
Right. I definitely learned a lot, and I'm gonna try my best to make it work.
Hey, Mackenzie, can you come downstairs?
Yeah.
Have you enjoyed being here with us?
Yeah.
Well, we really enjoyed having you. I think you've learned some good lessons. I think that your parents are going to be really proud of you. Are you ready to see them? No? They're gonna be here soon.
Mackenzie, this is your opportunity, honey. This is what it's been all for your mom and dad to step back into your life and for you to say to them, hey, I've learned some things while I'm here, and now I want to help teach you. Just because they're your mom and dad doesn't mean that they have all the answers, believe me.
I'm a little nervous that my parents are coming. Kind of don't want to go home yet.
I'm hoping that I find a different young man than I sent away. Maybe he's got some different ideas about his own future and about the present.
Oh, there's the horn.
It's been a while. What's up?
It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too.
Ian looked different, like weight had been lifted off of his shoulders, and it made me think, wow, maybe something really did happen this week.
I just wanted to find out why you made the decision to allow Ian to do this.
I feel like when Ian's at home, he's not really there. I miss him, and I don't know how to connect with him anymore.
I've got 3 sons of my own, and I think sometimes the vibes that they give off say, get out of my face, I'm not interested in you. But the reality is they want somebody who is going to say, I believe in you. The best person in the world to do that is you. When he first got here, we had some problems with Ian lying. He loves to smoke cigarettes.
He made it sound like that he was so addicted to cigarettes that he had to have them and that he couldn't live without them.
That's me being a hypocrite, telling him don't smoke, even though I smoke.
It would be helpful to him if you didn't.
We've seen him go through the week without having cigarettes, which is really something to be proud of.
What are you gonna commit to do now, Ian?
I'm committing a lot more to like helping out the family, be less isolated and all that.
Well, the first thing that I want to commit to you is that I'm going to quit smoking with you. I have a few cigarettes left, and I think we ought to tear them up together. As far as the family goes, I think you're absolutely right. I want us to be closer as a family, and I'm committed to making that happen. This experience has broken that wall down to where we can look eye to eye again and move forward together. And that's a great feeling.
It's been real, man. Yeah, it was fun. There's a lot of room for improvement. Things are just gonna get better from now on.
Hey, see you, man. We've seen dramatic improvements in Ian. I believe he's ready to go back and make a new beginning.
Really didn't realize that you cared about me so much.
It's like I'm with a whole different person in here.
I am nervous to hear what the family has to say.
When I see Mackenzie, I'm hoping that she'll run up and give me a hug.
Hey.
Hey, girl. Are you nervous? Calm down. It's gonna be okay. That's them, girl.
I realized that I did hurt my parents with my behavior.
Hey, baby.
When she come up to hug me, it made me feel really good inside.
I love you, baby.
Just seeing the full emotion, it was very heartwarming and just touched me.
It's good to see you. Okay, let's go inside.
Tell us what was going on with Mackenzie back home. What type of problems were you having with her?
Just pretty much a volatile attitude.
Disrespectfulness.
Blake and I just want to share with you guys what we've experienced with Mackenzie. There was some rebellion, there was some disobedience, especially with teenage girls. If they don't feel good about themselves, they start to lose the respect for their bodies and for who they are. With the smoking and the drinking, I want her to remember that God has created something special in her and that she needs to take care of it.
I give her that positive reinforcement all the time, too, even though she doesn't like it. How often do I tell you I love you?
Every day.
When I reach out to my kids to touch them or to love them and they reject me, that's painful. That's like a dagger in my heart. And I want you to know that hurts your dad. He loves you so much. So I want you to give him a chance. You know, I look in all three of your eyes and I just see so much emotion. They're so happy to be back with you. So move toward that end. Begin, do it, love them, embrace them, because they love you more than you'll ever know.
I want to be more respectful towards you guys. No profanity, and no drinking, and no smoking. I want to spend more time with you guys. I don't want to be known as a bad daughter.
You're not.
My hope for Mackenzie's family is that they'll choose a new path to follow. It's about moving forward, forgetting what's behind and moving ahead.
I am really going to commit to this because I want a better life for me and my family.
This experience has been a good experience for my family. We've seen it as a chance to help out kids who needed some help.
I love you.
I'm extremely grateful for the chance to have this impact on Ian and Mackenzie.
All right, girl.
It's been a life-changing experience for two individuals that otherwise wouldn't have had anybody offer to help.
I'm glad you got this experience.
There's gonna be many more. You know that in your future? I can see it.
I know.
I can.